Viewers, you're watching The Explosive Exclusive with me, Rahul Shivshankar. And once again, viewers, we focus on the violence in Khargone. Now, viewers, the violence in Khargone left us all shocked and distressed. Ram Navami, associated with peace, turned into a nightmare. Yesterday, viewers, we got you the absolutely the spine-chilling visuals of a mob banging ferociously at the gates of a house. Those are those pictures. You might remember them from yesterday. The people inside, as we saw, filmed this. One of the housemates is even heard expressing fear for his life. We could only imagine the horror of those who were on the other side of this gate and the camera. The hapless residents of this house, viewers, didn't quite know what to do, how to react. They were just sitting inside their homes. They were not on the streets. They were not provocateurs. They were not people who were blaring forth music outside mosques, supposedly. Viewers, they were partaking of a celebration of Indian culture. Today, viewers, we take you behind these gates, inside the house, and get you exactly what the ordeal these people went through was. But before we do that, let's once again recount what happened. Hear this video for yourselves. Hit them, attack them. The intentions, viewers, were very clear. But was there a provocation? What really did this family do to invite such an attack? Now hear from them. Times Now managed to speak to this family, managed, viewers, to amplify their side of the story, which has been suppressed till now. No other channel, viewers, has hit the ground and brought you the real unseen videos and the untold stories. All other media, viewers, is picking up viral videos and putting them out there without any verification. Times Now has never been irresponsible. Times Now always verifies. And the one way we do verify, viewers, is by going on the ground. Now listen, as Govind and his team, special investigation team of Times Now, meets these individuals, hear them.
सब मुस्लिम समुदाय के लोग थे। पूरे मुस्लिम, वो वहाँ से पत्थर दगड़ों फेंके और पेट्रोल बम भी बॉटलों में पेट्रोल भर के यहाँ तक महादेव जी का मंदिर है यहाँ तक आया। अच्छा। और हम सब भयभीत हो गए थे कि भैया क्या होगा यहाँ पे, कुछ भी हो सकता था, आगजनी हो सकती थी यहाँ, तो वो अंदर आके हमारे पे हमला भी कर सकते थे।
तो जिस तरह से वो एग्रेसिव हो रहे थे, अगर ये दरवाजे कमजोर होते तो
हाँ तो खुल जाता और अंदर आके हमारे पे हमला कर देते। वो जान से भी मार डालते ना हमारे को। अच्छा। वो तो तैयारी में ही थे पूरे। अच्छा। उनके पास सब हथियार थे, तलवारें थी, सब कुछ था उनके।
पहले शुरुआत में मैं नहीं देखा उनको। अच्छा। हाँ। अच्छा। मैं पीछे से आ रही थी तो उनने तो हमला करते देखा, तो मैंने उनको बोला कि बेटा मेरे को तो निकल जाने दो, फिर आपने हमला करना खूब। और इधर मंदिर की तरफ मतलब पत्थरबाजी कर रहे।
ये नहीं कहा कि भाई हमने क्या बिगाड़ दिया आप लोगों का जो इस तरह से?
हमने बोला कि हमने क्या बिगाड़ा है, तो बोले हम महिलाओं का कुछ नहीं बिगाड़ सकते, हम जेंट्स पे ही गुहार करेंगे, आप निकल जाओ।
Viewers, on Times Now, series of events that will lay bare what happened in Khargone on Ram Navami. 5 videos 5 videos that constitute evidence that tell you how the riots were perhaps planned, provoked, and executed, and how the narrative constructed about the riots being provoked by only the Hindu procession is one-sided at best and untrue at the very least, viewers. Now let's go to video 1. What does video 1 show us? Have a look first at video 1. The first narrative being busted is by this video we have accessed. What does it tell us? It tells us that people went past a mosque and provoked those inside. Look here how a house was pelted with stones by a mob, attacked by wooden staff. What is the fault of the people inside? Did they pass a mosque and provoke anyone? Yes, viewers, that's what has been said. That these people deserve to be attacked like this because they went outside mosques, the DJ blared provocative music, and that's why there was a reaction. There was a reaction. But this video proves elsewhere. And otherwise, viewers, these are videos from a key locality in Khargone, caught on CCTV, where people peacefully sitting inside their houses are targeted. Let's look at video 2, viewers. Now what does video 2 show us? This is CCTV footage of violence. On camera, rioters branding swords, mobs pelting stones. Vandalism has been caught. The second proof, it's chilling. Remember, you were told that this was Hindu aggression, that only the majority community, the Ram Bhakt, so to speak, were out there provoking. Viewers, here you have a rioter not just pelting stones, but brandishing a sword, attacking, in fact, with a sword. If this was a spontaneous reaction to provocation, then where did the swords come from? Watch this. Watch this for a few seconds. There you see. This is CCTV, viewers. Look at those pictures. Look at those swords. Spontaneity doesn't explain the presence of a sword. Viewers, let's look at video 3. Hit them, attack them, the intentions were clear, but was there a provocation? What really did this family do to invite such an attack? Again, hear from them, viewers, as they tell you that they were sitting inside their house peacefully. Listen. Let's play that out.
10 तारीख को शाम को जब रामनवमी का जो जुलूस निकल रहा था, उसके बाद कैसे हिंसा भड़क गई, इसकी सच्चाई अब निकलकर सामने आ रही है। तमाम सोशल मीडिया पर वीडियो वायरल हो रहे हैं, लेकिन पहला हिंसा का पत्थर कहां से आया वो हम आपको दिखा देते हैं। ये तालाब चौक का जो वीडियो है, आप अगर देख पा रहे हैं, थोड़ा यहां देखने की कोशिश करें कि ये जो भीड़ है सारी, इस भीड़ को सबसे पहले जो डिस्पर्स हुई, एकदम देखिए ये भगदड़ मची है, एकदम कहीं से पत्थर आए हैं और इस तरह से इस भीड़ पर पथराव हुआ। यानी ये जो प्रोसेसर निकल रहा था रामनवमी का, उस दौरान यहाँ इसी चौक पर पत्थर आए। कैसे आए, कहां से आए, वो भी हम आपको अभी दिखाएंगे, लेकिन इस वीडियो को देख लीजिए आप। अब इस वीडियो की सच्चाई हम आपको दिखाने के बाद उसी जगह से आपको बताते हैं कि ये जो तालाब चौक है, ये मस्जिद है और मस्जिद के पास में ही ये गली है और यहाँ से पत्थर लगातार आए। और ये जो चौक है, जो वीडियो में हमने आपको दिखाया अभी कैमरे में, इसी चौक से वो प्रोसेसर निकल रहा था। उसी दौरान भीड़ पर कहीं से पथराव आया, भीड़ पूरी तरह से डिस्पर्स हुई और उसके बाद भीड़ की तरफ से भी पथराव शुरू हुआ। लेकिन जो हिंसा शुरू हुई वो यहीं से शुरू हुई और उसके बाद तमाम हिंसक घटनाएं शहर के तमाम इलाकों से आना शुरू हो गई थी, क्योंकि पुलिस ने पहले तो कमांड कर लिया था सारी स्थिति को। लेकिन इसी तालाब चौक पर वो शोभा यात्रा निकल रही थी, जहां का ये वीडियो अब वायरल हो रहा है और ये सच्चाई बयां कर रहा है कि यहीं सबसे पहले किसी न किसी एंटी सोशल एलिमेंट्स ने हरकत की और उसके बाद इस तरह की तस्वीरें सामने आई कि पूरा शहर हिंसा की आग में जल उठा।
Now let's look at video 4, viewers. Let's look at video 4. What do you see? This shows a procession gathering in an open area, going about their business, when suddenly from one side stone pelting starts. Times Now has learned that the pelting started from outside a mosque in the vicinity. Viewers, even if one were to concede that there was something provocative said, something nasty said, does that mean that there should be violence? There should be retributive violence? There should be a violent reaction? Or are we all living in a banana republic now? My colleague Govind got us this ground report on video 4. Watch.
10 तारीख को शाम को जब रामनवमी का जो जुलूस निकल रहा था, उसके बाद कैसे हिंसा भड़क गई, इसकी सच्चाई अब निकलकर सामने आ रही है। तमाम सोशल मीडिया पर वीडियो वायरल हो रहे हैं, लेकिन पहला हिंसा का पत्थर कहां से आया वो हम आपको दिखा देते हैं। ये तालाब चौक का जो वीडियो है, आप अगर देख पा रहे हो, थोड़ा यहां देखने की कोशिश करें कि ये जो भीड़ है सारी, इस भीड़ को सबसे पहले जो डिस्पर्स हुई, एकदम देखिए ये भगदड़ मची है, एकदम कहीं से पत्थर आए हैं और इस तरह से इस भीड़ पर पथराव हुआ। यानी ये जो प्रोसेसर निकल रहा था रामनवमी का, उस दौरान यहाँ इसी चौक पर पत्थर आए। कैसे आए, कहाँ से आए, वो भी हम आपको अभी दिखाएंगे, लेकिन इस वीडियो को देख लीजिए आप। अब इस वीडियो की सच्चाई हम आपको दिखाने के बाद उसी जगह से आपको बताते हैं कि ये जो तालाब चौक है, ये मस्जिद है और मस्जिद के पास में ही ये गली है और यहाँ से पत्थर लगातार आए। और ये जो चौक है, जो वीडियो में हमने आपको दिखाया अभी कैमरे में, इसी चौक से वो प्रोसेसन निकल रहा था। उसी दौरान भीड़ पर कहीं से पथराव आया, भीड़ पूरी तरह से डिस्पर्स हुई और उसके बाद भीड़ की तरफ से भी पथराव शुरू हुआ। लेकिन जो हिंसा शुरू हुई वो यहीं से शुरू हुई और उसके बाद तमाम हिंसक घटनाएं शहर के तमाम इलाकों से आना शुरू हो गई थी, क्योंकि पुलिस ने पहले तो कमांड कर लिया था सारी स्थिति को। लेकिन इसी तालाब चौक पर वो शोभा यात्रा निकल रही थी, जहां का ये वीडियो अब वायरल हो रहा है और ये सच्चाई बयां कर रहा है कि यहीं सबसे पहले किसी न किसी एंटी सोशल एलिमेंट्स ने हरकत की और उसके बाद इस तरह की तस्वीरें सामने आई कि पूरा शहर हिंसा की आग में जल उठा।
All these videos exist. Let's look at video 5. Viewers, in this video, it is going to be alleged by those that are gathered in Khargone village, 60 kilometers from the site of the violence. This is where those accused of violence had fled to, seeking to hide from the law. And when the police went to arrest them, this is what happened. Watch. Watch this. There is now singularly an attack on the police. Suddenly, viewers, these people who were the principal suspects turn on the police itself. Watch. Viewers, we've shown you 6 videos. We've even taken you to meet those individuals who were sitting in their homes while their homes were being attacked. However, it is being alleged that Hindu community alone is to blame, that they burnt their own houses and pelted stones also at themselves. Yes, viewers, this is what is being said. Listen in.
कुछ एक समुदाय ने दूसरे समुदाय पे हमला नहीं कर रहा। ये सर आपसी का इनका विवाद चला था, पीएल खेलते ये लड़ाई आपसी में। सर इनका पुलिस से भी मुठभेड़ हुई है, हिंदू समाज की। और सर उसके बाद पुलिस से मुठभेड़ होने के बाद इन्होंने मुसलमानों पे पथराव करे कि जना मुसलमानों ने ये दंगा हकवाए फैलाई है, ये लड़ाई करी है। मुसलमानों पे सब सौंप दिया सर, और ये जबरन हमारा उपाय चल रहा है सर, रोजे चल रहा है। परेशान कर रहा है सर, हमको ना खाने को दे रहा है ना पीने को दे रहा है सर।
क्या एक तरफा कार्रवाई हो रही है, प्रशासन एक तरफा कार्रवाई कर रहा है?
हाँ जरूर, वो जरूर, ये तो मानते हैं कि एक तरफा ही काम हो रहा है, ऐसा तो कुछ हुआ नहीं है।
ये अपने आप ही गाड़ियों को जलाया आग लगाकर, और वो आरोप लगाया है इस मोहल्ले के ऊपर टारगेट बनाने के लिए।
There's an attempt to frame us. There's an attempt to frame us, says some of those people who are collected there that Govind spoke to. Now, Govind, you have been traveling the length and breadth of Khargone. You have gone to various pockets which saw extreme violence. Number one, first things first, did Hindus attack themselves? Is this all some sort of a frame-up job? What have you seen on the ground?
Yeah, absolutely, Rahul. It's all quite disturbing experience I have felt. And apart from these 6 verified videos, I have flood of such videos, and every video is witnessing a kind of certain violence. And right now I'm standing at Khaskhaswadi and Jamindarpura, between these two areas where the certain communities live together respectively. And this is where I'm showing you Khaskhaswadi area, where police personnel is also deployed, and here you can see a lot of stones and bricks when the pelting was there, and attack was also there. And here you can clearly see on other side other community live, and this bike has been burnt completely, you can clearly see, and doors were broken. We just directly take you to the eyewitness and the victims of this attack. आप ये बताइए कि क्या हुआ था उस दिन, आपका ये दरवाजे पे चद्दर लग गई है और ये गाड़ी जल गई है?
उस दिन रामनवमी का दिन था, वो जुलूस निकलने वाला था, हम जुलूस देखने गए थे और अचानक मालूम पड़ा कि खतरा हुआ है, तो हम दौड़ के रिटर्न घर आए और घर आके देखते हैं कि अचानक मतलब 150-200 की ताकत में खतरा हुआ। और
क्या क्या आपसे नफरत थी? नाम क्या है पहले आप?
सुनील सेन।
सुनील सेन जी, ये बताइए क्या आपसे दुश्मनी थी? पूछा नहीं आपने कि खतरा?
नहीं, दुश्मनी कुछ नहीं थी सर, तो अचानक ही मानने लग गए सर।
तो ये बड़ा दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है कि एक तरफ हम गंगा जमनी तहजीब की बात करते हैं, दूसरी तरफ इतनी नफरत पाल लेते हैं। ये देखिए दरवाजा टूटा हुआ है, ये भी इस पर भी हमला हुआ था। हालांकि साफ सफाई कर दी गई है, लेकिन उस दिन का जो बलवा था वो बहुत ज्यादा भयावह था। ये वो शिवम का घर है जिसको चोट लगी है, जो जिंदगी मौत के बीच झूल रहा है अपोलो अस्पताल इंदौर में। तो कुल मिला के यहाँ जो खसखस बाड़ी और ये जो मोहल्ला है, यहाँ दोनों समुदाय बड़े सांत्वना के साथ रह रहे थे, सौहार्द के साथ रह रहे थे, लेकिन अचानक वो नफरत कहां से दिमागों में आ गई कि धार्मिक त्योहार तक एक दूसरे के लोग सहन नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, और उन धार्मिक त्योहारों में इस तरह की हिंसा बरती जा रही कि पूरा शहर जगह जगह हिंसा की लपटों में।
Since you're on the ground, and I know it's very sensitive climate you find yourself in, is it possible that people from outside came? Now, many people have been referring to sleeper cells, etc. We've had police not only in Gujarat but also in Jharkhand, and of course you have been speaking to police officials in Khargone and Madhya Pradesh, saying that there could have been a hidden hand. Do you believe this is the work of a hidden hand? Govind, can you hear me?
The question to me?
Yes, that's to you. Govind, that's to you. Go ahead.
Yes, Rahul, it cannot be a kind of coincidence. Number of places such violence occurred. So how can it be so that a kind of it's a kind of suddenly happened violence? Because it occurred each and every place there in Khargone, which I witnessed, and I have seen myself that how houses were burnt in a row in number of colonies. Because here in Khargone, क्योंकि कई शहरों में क्या होता है कि एक पुराना शहर होता है, एक नया शहर होता है, एक जगह एक कम्युनिटी होती है, दूसरी जगह दूसरी कम्युनिटी होती है, लेकिन खरगोन में ऐसे 17-18 मोहल्ले हैं जहां दो समुदाय के लोग आजू बाजू रहते हैं। इसी और यही वजह है कि प्रशासन के लिए सारी स्थिति को कंट्रोल करने में पसीने आ रहे हैं, और जो कर्फ्यू है वो पिछले 4-5 दिन से लगातार जारी है। ये अचानक हुआ बलवा था, ये हम ऐसा कैसे कह सकते हैं? अगर हर जगह इस तरह की स्थिति जगह जगह पैदा हो गई, एक दो जगह होती समझ में आता है कि चलिए कोई कंफ्यूजन हुआ होगा, लेकिन ये एक सोची समझी साजिश हो सकती है। ये बड़ा डाउट क्यों ना हम लोग इस पूरी स्थिति को लेकर करें, क्योंकि खरगोन सिर्फ एक एग्जाम्पल है, इसके अलावा कई प्रदेशों में क्या हालात हैं हम लोग पिछले हफ्ते भर से इस तरह की रिपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, चाहे तो करौली का मामला हो या झारखंड का मामला हो या दूसरे राज्यों का मामला हो। तो ये सब तस्वीरें काफी डिस्टर्बेंस क्रिएट करने वाली है, काफी
और हमने we have sanitized a large number of these pictures, viewers. We have sanitized a large number of these pictures. We have not actually shown you graphic details of what really went on. Though some people would say that censoring one side. For example, there are pictures, viewers, that have been put out by one side of, and not in this area, but another area, of people planting flags atop a mosque. Now, viewers, there are many pictures also from Khargone that Govind has sent us of temples that have been damaged and desecrated. But we haven't shown them. We've self-censored ourselves because we don't want anyone, and that's really become the tendency. If the media shows the other side, then they're accused of trying to spark communal tensions. As long as you're showing, and you might remember this, after the Delhi riots also, viewers, selectively, pictures of some of the monuments and mosques of one community were shown desecrated, while the monuments and temples of another community were never shown. The Delhi riots were spun as this anti-Muslim pogrom. Once again, viewers, the opposition is playing this game, building insecurity in the minds of one community. It becomes very important sometimes, viewers, to show the unpalatable facts, only to set the record straight. And I want to bring in two of our guests. Govind, aap bhi bane rahiye. Rajiv Pandey and Abhishek Sudhir. Abhishek Sudhir, the BJP has been saying, and a large number of those who share their point of view in academia, amongst the intellectual class, they are saying that time after time, riots take place, one side always misrepresents them selectively to try and make Muslims feel that they are not welcome, that they're insecure. How do you respond to this, Mr. Sudhir?
Well, Mr. Shivshankar, we just have to listen to the statements made by BJP leaders. Anurag Thakur says, "Goli maro salo ko." When a union minister says this, when Kapil Mishra makes hate speeches, and something you've failed to mention is Kapil Mishra was also in Khargone a couple of days before the violence occurred. Now, for not a second am I saying that you are entitled to resort to violence if you get provoked. You get provoked, you jolly well not resort to violence. You call the police and let the police handle the situation. But therein lies the problem in Madhya Pradesh. There is something rotten in the state of Madhya Pradesh. Shivraj Singh Chauhan has failed as Chief Minister to maintain law and order. If you are going to hold Gehlot responsible in Rajasthan, Shivraj Singh Chauhan is equally responsible in Madhya Pradesh. The BJP is not only stoking the communal fire, they are unable to control these acts of violence. I am sorry, no matter how provoked you get, you cannot engage in acts of violence. The average Indian, Rahul Shivshankar sir, is sick of this cyclical violence. We are sick of the rhetoric. Finally, Bajrang Muni has been arrested in Sitapur yesterday. We are sick of the hate speeches. You are having an Economic Times economic conclave in Bombay where people like Hillary Clinton and Raghuram Rajan are speaking on the India growth story. The India growth story cannot be compatible with what happens in Khargone and Karoli. The BJP, their spokespersons, their proxies must now put an end to this communal bile, and India must course correct. We need to go back to the course of prosperity, economic prosperity and progress for all.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right, and I'm glad, even though it appeared for a moment that you were trying to justify a reaction, I'm glad that you quickly came in and said that I am not justifying any violent reaction. So that is some salvation. It's a matter of redemption. But I want to also tell you, there are, of course, others, and we just had, by some dint of fate, Mr. Owaisi's younger brother being let off for a speech that does not qualify as responsible commentary. Certain technicalities allowed this individual to get off the hook. It's not as if hate is not pouring out of the leaders of even the Samajwadi Party, sir, and we know what they have said in the past, or the Congress, or, of course, the TMC.
Why is the Samajwadi
no, 1 second. I'm just pointing out examples. Don't take it personally. I'm just pointing out, because there are people, and I have those bites, and I can play them out. But nonetheless, I'm just talking about in recent times in Uttar Pradesh, or even in Delhi, or in other parts of the country, there have been enough. But nonetheless, the point remains. And Rajiv Pandey, you need to respond.
But you're drawing a false equivalence.
I'm not drawing any false equivalences. If in fact you are being selective in also cherry picking who you want to quote and project as a hate monger, it would have been better, as you started out and very maturely, saying that we cannot have vigilantism, etc., that you should have also called upon. And this is where the problem is sometimes. You should call upon members also of a different community, of other communities, the minority communities, opposition leaders to hold their tongue.
I'm very upset that Akbaruddin Owaisi has been let off.
I'm glad you didn't mention that. You didn't mention it. I had to mention it, and I'm glad that you are echoing me. That's fine. But I'm very balanced here. So 1 second. I'm just going to bring in Rajiv Pandey. Yes, Mr. Pandey, respond to Abhishek Sudhi. He says that you sparked the riots through all your vicious bile. You create the disharmony. It leads to a furious backlash which can be avoided. Not that he says that I justify the backlash, but ironically he does fault you.
Rahulji, first of all, whatever you have shown on your channel is horrific. The way they are brandishing swords, it shows clearly that in this madness there is a method. I wish to state that Kamlesh Tiwari killing in